Hello, group. Welcome to Extract Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, on Akkerman. My focus, live under the rainbow. Remember focus? Remember Hocus Pocus? By focus? You might be old. In the early 70s, Akkerman was a superstar guitar player in the early 70s. In England's Melody Maker, they named him the best guitar player in 1973. That is, he beat Jimmy Page, Richard Blackmore, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, so on. It might mean he's pretty good. And so, yeah, he leaves the band Focus. He does a solo career. Reportedly, in live sets, he did not embrace his old Focus material. But for this tour from earlier this year, when he's 78 years old, and happy birthday, Mr. Akkerman, you're turning 79 on Christmas Eve. So I'm releasing this on the 20th. So, happy birthday. Always a rip for us Christmas babies. We always get chipped. Especially Mr. Akkerman. The day before. My birthday was yesterday. I always got ripped. Never mind Lemmy. I think that explains Lemmy. Since he was born on Christmas Day. So, this set and the name of this record refers to a lot of his best known material in Focus. So for this tour earlier this year, he embraced his old Focus material. Even the name of the record refers to the live record that Focus released, live at the Rainbow. No more Rainbow. The theater. So, under the rainbow. And so what does Mr. Akkerman do? It's jazz. It's fusion jazz. But very accessible fusion jazz. Song-based fusion jazz. So you get jazz fusion, instrumental, no vocals, and some progressive elements. Oh, maybe a touch of funk in isolation, and rock. That's what makes it accessible as rock and roll that you find here when he really lets loose. But for the majority of this record, it's pretty relaxed. There's nothing wrong with being relaxed. It's fusion. Fusion doesn't have to rock all the time. So, that's your warning. It's not a hard rock record. It does rock, the first song rocks fine. Hocus Pocus rocks fine too. For Hocus Pocus, he didn't hire a flute player. He didn't hire a Lodel. Yeah. I'm in America. Am I supposed to know how to pronounce Yodel? Yodel. I'm not going to do it. His old sparring partner in Focus is not with him here. Focus is still going on, but without Mr. Akkerman. So they got together off and on over the years. But about, 50 years ago, Mr. Akkerman went on a solo career, and I like it. On this, Noise of Art, his reunion record with his old sparring partner from Focus, not a Focus record. The title of the record is Focus. What can I say? Another thing I have with Mr. Akkerman appearing is this. Anybody remember Force Field? Maybe not. But it was cool. Force Field. It had, this is the third Force Field record. For this record, as you see, got a Graham Bonnet from Rainbow, Cozy Powell from Everybody, Rainbow, Michael Schecker, Yngwie, Black Sabbath, not the Black Sabbath, the one with Tony Martin front in the band, and more. Cozy had, bless you, Cozy. He's not with us anymore. He died, car accident, go figure. And some great solo records too from Cozy. And the person in charge of Force Field, name block, I'm going to cheat. Ray Fenrick, of course it is. Ray Fenrick. Force Field was a bit of a jazz project with covers of rock songs. And yeah, I mean, Ray Fenrick, I know him for Spencer Davis Group and the Ian Gillan Band. Not to be confused with Gillan, which is a hard rock band. But Ian Gillan from Deep Purple. His first band after leaving Purple was the Ian Gillan Band, which was fusion jazz with vocals, obviously. Since Ian Gillan is a singer. Yeah, he plays the big congas. He's a singer. So on this record, Mr. Akkerman shows up to play some solos. Cool stuff. And of course, when I mention Cozy Powell and Graham Bonnet, this iconic Rainbow record is what they're known for. Well, Cozy did a couple other records with Rainbow, but for Graham, this was his Rainbow record. One and done. So, back to this. Nice fusion. Drums, bass, keyboard player, Mr. Akkerman on guitar. Still bringing it. Still can play. Even is about to turn 79 on Christmas Eve. And, Focus 2, Focus 1, actual songs. And, and it ends with Hocus Pocus, without Fute or Lowling, and Sylvia, which I'm told was a hit. In America, we just remember Hocus Pocus. Do they still play Hocus Pocus on classic rock radio? I think in Cleveland they will. I haven't heard classic rock radio in Cleveland extensively in decades. I'm happy for that. That's why I own all of this. So to hear the same songs over, and the only Focus song they play is, of course, Hocus Pocus. Lowling and all. Did I say it correctly yet? Doesn't sound right. But this, on YouTube, of course, Tasty, throughout his entire career, half of this is from Focus, but other solo material that he's recorded over the years are here, including his last studio record, hopefully not last, his most recent studio record from 2019. So, Tasty, 69 minutes, relaxed largely, but cool as heck. You're in the mood for some fusion, jazz rock. Is what you hope it would be. If you're a fan of Mr. Akkerman, you'll want to hear this ASAP here on YouTube. Darn good stuff. If you're a fan of Focus, well, only who listens to any Focus after the classic Focus? They did decent business early 70s. It's true. And when I was a munchkin, getting my final collection together in the 79-80, lots of Focus in the used bins. Lots of Focus out there to be had. Now it's not so easy. Focus did not maintain their status over the last 50-some years. But in the early 70s, 1973, best guitar player for Melody Maker in England, beating out a lot of legends. We should remember Mr. Akkerman. You notice I'm not saying his first name often. I know I'm screwing it up. I'm getting the vowels wrong. Why? But happy birthday, Mr. Akkerman. Got a good live record out there to be heard. Go listen to it. You like this video? Give it a like. Subscribe to Action Rock Corner. Ring the notification bell. And go listen to Lon Akkerman, My Focus, live under the rainbow. The Focus fans knows what he's referring to. Come back and leave a comment. Is this cool stuff? Yes. But there's gonna be no vocals. Doesn't even have Patroon sung banner, Panther. Just the songs. That's it. And no singing at all. You ready? You ready for some fusion? Song-based fusion? Yeah, no 20-minute excursions here. Short songs to the point. What was it? 11 songs in 69 minutes. So yeah, a couple go over 5 minutes. And for ladies in action rock, garage rock, punk, psychobilly, rockabilly, and classic and legacy bands like Focus and Mr. Akkerman. Come back here to Action Rock Corner. We'll have it for you. Thank you for watching. Remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. If you lost track of Mr. Akkerman over the years, you get some solo material, and you ever heard any Focus in a bunch of years, right here for you, some of the best Focus songs he plays for us on that record. Great stuff. Check it out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.